Now, as the world celebrates the World Menstruation Hygiene Day, many Kenyans seem to take a minute to grasp on hearing the word menstruation, menses, or periods being a topic that is acknowledged yet uncomfortable to talk about for some. Kortex has taken the initiative to bring together different successful women in a bid to encourage young girls who may be affected by the shame associated with menstruation in their society. Take a look.
Initiated by a German-based NGO, Wash United in 2014, the World Menstrual Hygiene Day, which is celebrated every 28th of May, has seen the topic become more and more comfortable to talk about. However, for many Kenyans, the topic is best left for those it happens to, and might be to find out from a common one about the celebrations, born or fruits.
I've never talked about actually the issue that I've had with my period because of being a visually impaired person. Just, things like you don't ever know when the period is coming. You don't know, things like what visually, people who can see rather, women can actually look at their period and see, okay, it's this color, it's this, consistency, etc. And they understand their bodies more. I have not been able to do that for years. And so sometimes it's quite difficult to understand my own body. It's taken me a longer time than maybe it would have if I had eyesight to be able to see and to be able to understand my body and my cycle. At the same time, I still move forward and I'm just like, yeah, I can do it. If I just put my mind to it, like I've done with everything else in my life, I can definitely still move forward. And
this proving that the shyness to talk about the topic still dwells deep in our culture. For some men, the conversation would rather stay untouched.
I feel like shame is still being experienced when women go through menstruation because our society looks at it as a dirty thing and something that's unclean. But we need to make it normal and we need to realize that this is part of the woman's biology.
A lot of men don't want to talk about this topic on menstruation and periods. And if one says menstruation or periods, or even include a man in the topic, then men do blush at times. And there are various factors that lead to why men do react on these issues. There are the lack of education.
For Kortex, a sanitary product company, webinar series and meetings have been held through a campaign dubbed She Can, in a bid to encourage young girls, especially those in areas where menstruation is highly brushed off.
It's just a campaign to gently remind women, in case you just forgot, but to just gently remind us that period or not, we can succeed at whatever we set our minds to, that a period is not a barrier to achieving our dreams, and that we can literally push the envelope, we can literally do things that are going to amaze like everyone, period or not. Period.
So my wish for menstruation in the country, first of all, is that girl in the not so privileged community to be able to access information on about what menstruation is about, and even the boys, so that they don't shame the little girl who just had their period and they're embarrassed. And also another thing is that they're able to access sanitary towels.
Kortex, in partnership with different NGOs, has donated over 50,000 sanitary towels to young girls in areas such as Kibera, Huruma, and even counties such as Turkana, among others, during the COVID-19 pandemic, even as the Kenyan government drives its menstrual hygiene program.
This policy is meant to create an enabling environment for implementation of menstrual hygiene and management interventions in Kenya.
Even as government continues to propagate for the 2019-2021 menstruation hygiene program, some Kenyans, both in rural and urban centers, are still shy to talk about menstruation. Reporting for Switch TV, I am Joki Merita.